Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast. I'm Joanna.
And I'm Chris. Thanks for joining us today.
In this episode, we'll talk about daily routines, our mornings, work habits, evenings, and even weekends.
But this isn't just a podcast for listening. At the end of each part, we'll do a short mini review. That's where we repeat a few useful sentences together so you can practice shadowing.
And at the very end, we'll share 10 useful words and phrases from today's conversation, with meanings and example sentences.
So you'll get listening, speaking, and vocabulary practice all in one episode.
Exactly. Now let's get started with our first topic, morning routines.
Joanna, are you a morning person?
I am, actually. I usually wake up around 6:30 and I get out of bed right away.
That's impressive. I'm the opposite. I hit the snooze button at least twice. Sometimes 3 times.
Haha. That sounds stressful. Doesn't it make you feel rushed?
It does. Honestly, I often feel like the day is slipping away before it even starts.
That's why I like to get up immediately. For me, the first 5 minutes are important. They set the tone for the rest of the day.
That's a nice way to put it. I never thought about it like that. For me, the first 5 minutes are just staying half asleep.
Ha ha ha. Well, everyone has their own style. What's the first thing you usually do after waking up?
Honestly, I grab my phone, I check messages, emails, and the news.
Oh no, that sounds stressful. I try to avoid my phone for at least half an hour. Instead, I drink a glass of water and stretch a little.
That's a lot healthier. Do you eat breakfast?
Always. I believe breakfast gives me energy and focus. Usually I have yogurt, fruit, or eggs.
That's very balanced. I just drink coffee, black, no sugar, no milk.
No wonder you're starving by 10 a.m.
Exactly. Around mid-morning, I start craving snacks.
That's why I eat. If I skip breakfast, my brain just doesn't work.
Do you exercise in the morning?
Sometimes, if I have time, I go for a short walk or do yoga, but usually just 10 minutes of stretching.
I admire that. I can't move in the morning. My body feels too heavy.
Fair enough. I just like to move a little to wake myself up. What about your weekends? Do you still wake up early?
Oh, weekends are different. I sleep in, at least until 9.
Wow, that's late for me. I still wake up around the same time, but I use the extra time for hobbies.
Interesting. So your morning routine is about balance and preparation, and mine is coffee and chaos.
Ha ha ha. That's one way to describe it.
All right, let's finish this section with a quick mini review.
We'll read a few useful sentences from today's conversation. Repeat after us, just like shadowing.
First, listen carefully. Then, when we pause, say the sentence out loud.
Ready? Let's begin. I usually hit the snooze button. The first 5 minutes set the tone for the day. I try not to check my phone right after waking up.
Great job! Practicing these sentences out loud will make your English sound more natural.
Let's move on to work routines. How do you usually start your workday, Chris?
I try to block my mornings for deep work. That means no meetings, no phone calls, just focused tasks.
That's smart. I use a timer, 50 minutes of work, then a 10-minute break.
That's the Pomodoro method, right?
Exactly. It helps me stay on track. Without it, I get distracted so easily.
What distracts you the most?
Honestly, notifications, email, messages, even news alerts.
Same here. Emails are the worst. Sometimes I feel like I spend half my day just answering them.
I sometimes close my inbox completely for a few hours.
That's bold, I should try it. But what if you miss something important?
If it's really urgent, someone will call. Otherwise, it can wait.
True. How about lunch? Do you usually take a proper break?
Yes, I like to step outside even just for 20 minutes. It resets my brain.
I usually eat quickly at my desk. I know it's not healthy, but it feels efficient.
But then don't you feel tired in the afternoon?
I do. Maybe a short walk would help.
Definitely. Moving around changes your mood.
Do you prefer working alone or with others?
Alone. I focus better without noise.
I'm the opposite. I like working in a cafe with background noise. It makes me feel less isolated.
That's interesting. I find background noise distracting.
Everyone has their own rhythm. All right, let's finish this section with a quick mini review.
We'll read a few useful sentences from today's conversation. Repeat after us, just like shadowing.
First, listen carefully. Then, when we pause, say the sentence out loud.
Ready? Let's begin.
I block my mornings for deep work. I get distracted by emails. Taking a short walk resets my brain. Great job! Practicing these sentences out loud will make your English sound more natural. Now, let's talk about evenings. How do you usually unwind after work?
I like to cook dinner, listen to music, and sometimes read a book.
That sounds relaxing. What do you usually cook?
I usually make something simple, like pasta with creamy sauce or soup and bread, just comfort food.
I usually go to the gym first. Then I make something light, like salad or chicken.
That's healthy. Do you watch TV?
Sometimes. I watch a show or a bit of YouTube, but I try not to binge watch.
Same here. A little Netflix is fine, but too much makes me stay up late.
Exactly. Do you have a bedtime routine?
Yes, I write in my journal just a few lines about my day and what I'm grateful for.
That's a great habit. I sometimes plan my next day before bed.
That's smart. It helps clear your mind so you can sleep better.
Right. I sleep better when I know what's waiting for me tomorrow.
How many hours do you usually sleep?
Around 6. I know it's not enough.
I try to get at least 7. It makes a big difference.
I should work on that. All right, let's finish this section with a quick mini review.
We'll read a few useful sentences from today's conversation. Repeat after us, just like shadowing.
First, listen carefully. Then, when we pause, say the sentence out loud.
Ready? Let's begin. I usually hit the gym in the evening. Sometimes I write a few lines in my journal. Planning my next day helps me sleep better.
Great job! Practicing these sentences out loud will make your English sound more natural.
What about weekends? Do you keep the same routine?
Not really. I sleep in. It feels like a reward.
Ha ha. I wake up around the same time, but I use the morning for hobbies.
That's disciplined. I like to meet friends or go hiking.
Sounds fun. I prefer quiet mornings, maybe reading or cooking something special.
Do you prepare differently before a big day, like a trip or presentation?
Absolutely. I prepare everything the night before, packing, notes, everything.
Same here. Otherwise, I can't sleep.
Exactly. Preparation reduces stress.
All right, let's finish this section with a quick mini review.
Ready? Let's begin.
On weekends, I sleep in. I use weekends for hobbies. I prepare everything the night before a big day. Great job! Practicing these sentences out loud will make your English sound more natural. So, Joanna, what's one routine you can't live without?
Definitely my morning tea. It sets the tone for my day. What about you?
My evening journal. It clears my mind.
Great. Listeners, what about you? What's one routine you can't live without?
Think about it, and maybe share it with us in the comments.
Thanks for joining us today.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Vocabulary recap. Let's review some key words from today's podcast. I'll say each word, tell you what it means, and give you an example sentence. Listen carefully and repeat after me. Snooze button. Snooze button means the button you press to delay the alarm. Example, I hit the snooze button twice before getting up. Repeat after me. I hit the snooze button twice before getting up. Set the tone. Set the tone means to establish the mood or feeling for something. Example, a good breakfast sets the tone for my day. Repeat. A good breakfast sets the tone for my day. Deep work. Deep work means focused, important work with no distractions. Example, I block my mornings for deep work. Repeat. I block my mornings for deep work. Get distracted. Get distracted means to lose focus because of something. Example, I get distracted by my phone. Repeat. I get distracted by my phone. Stay on track. Stay on track means to keep focused and not lose direction. Example, taking breaks helps me stay on track. Repeat. Taking breaks helps me stay on track. Step outside. Step outside means to leave for fresh air or a short walk. Example, I step outside after lunch to refresh. Repeat. I step outside after lunch to refresh. Unwind. Unwind means to relax after being busy or stressed. Example, I watch TV to unwind after work. Repeat. I watch TV to unwind after work. Hit the gym. Hit the gym means to go exercise at a gym. Example, I usually hit the gym in the evening. Repeat. I usually hit the gym in the evening. Write a few lines. Write a few lines means to write something short, usually in a diary or journal. Example, I write a few lines in my journal before bed. Repeat. I write a few lines in my journal before bed. Sleep in. Sleep in means to wake up later than usual. Example, I love to sleep in on weekends. Repeat. I love to sleep in on weekends.